Hey, what's up internet? My name is Tim Blast and I am a composer for films, TV, video games, trailers, and advertising. And this morning I upgraded from Cubase 10 Pro to 10.5 Pro. And I just wanted to make a quick video about my thoughts of the upgrade and if it's worth it or not. You know, hopefully this video is going to be helpful to you guys that are deciding if you want to upgrade or not. But yeah, so here we go. All right, so what do we have here? First of all, and the most important part of this upgrade is that they finally added the video export feature. I mean, function, whatever you call it. So all Cubase users rejoice. We are part of the modern era now. We can do this now too. You know, we're part of it. It took them way too long, I'd say. You know, Steinberg, you've been really late to the party now with this. But anyway, I mean, I'm really thankful they finally added it. And I feel like for all of us working composers, this is great because that's going to save a lot of time. I can't think of how many hours did I spend exporting an audio from Cubase and then importing that into Premiere Pro and then exporting a video from that and then sending that to the client. So yeah, so now we can do it all from Cubase, so that's awesome. Now, the second important thing of this upgrade is now you can import tracks from your other projects. If I'm working on a score, for example, and it needs a heavy metal guitar, and I know I already have a really cool track, right? Like with all the plugins and stuff, it's all balanced, it sounds good from another project. So I can bring that track over from one project to another and I can just use it right away. You know, it's kind of like if you already have a sound that you know you can make, but like you just don't remember how you made it, you can just like, instead of opening that project and waiting for it to load up and stuff, you can just like import one of the tracks and that's it, done. I tried that. It takes a little time. It depends on the size of the project you are importing from. And also they added the new pad shop too. I don't know what you think about it. I mean, it's like, honestly, I've never really used the Steinberg pads or whatever, like since in real work, but I'm sure it's great. You know, I'll check it out. Let's try it out. I'll pull it up again here in a couple of minutes and let's see what kind of sounds I can make there. And also they added the pad shop too, which I'm not really sure what to think about that, to be honest. I mean, I've never really used any of the Steinberg synths. Like I've never used Halion or Pad Shop, you know, for the real life work. I'm sure they sound great, and I'm sure some people will find them really useful, you know. But let's pull it up. Let's see how it sounds like. Hopefully it'll sound good, and I'll change my mind, you know. And lastly, they added the retrospective MIDI record function. I wouldn't really call this a new feature because it used to exist in Cubase. I forgot when exactly did they bring it up. I think it was like 9 or 9.5, and basically they just expanded that feature by, you know, before it used to be like used to play something and then you can bring back one MIDI track, and I think now you can bring back a group of tracks. All right, so let's get into the project and I will show you some features. Let's listen to the pad shop. Let's look at the spectral EQ. Let's look at the delay, and let's look at the video export function. All right, let's go here. Okay, so let's look at it a little closer here. So I have a project open in Cubase 10.5, and right away the difference that I can see aesthetically is that the colors are much different compared to Cubase 10. And basically, to explain to you, is like the track colors right here, they used to be this color. So you see how like the colors, I guess they got a little darker maybe, or got more washed up or something. I don't know, it's kind of hard to explain, but I don't know, I don't mind how it looks like. It's a little different. It's kind of weird for me to look at this, and you know, it's probably gonna take some time to get used to. But that's just like a visual thing. It's nothing important, right? Okay, so let's look at it, right? So first thing first, let's see export video. Okay, so I don't have a video in this track, but you can see what it shows here, right? So you can choose, okay, so the format is MP4, H.264, so that means it can be played on iPhones as well, right? Because, you know, we really got to care about people with iPhones, because iPhones only play this format, or I think it's MP4 or MOV, right? MOV, the QuickTime format. But anyway, let's see. So the resolution, I believe this will change once you have a video in place. All right, the bitrate, frame rate, codec, audio. So you have the AAC sample rate, 44 kilohertz, and that's not too bad. Yeah, bit depth, 16-bit. Yeah, that's pretty standard, I'd say. You know, I would hope for 24-bit, but I mean, you know, for like demos of audio, you know, if you have a smaller size, then it's great, you know. And let's see, file size, it says 652. So this track is 3 minutes long. So yeah, well, I think it's like 2 minutes and a half long. That's what it is. So about 700 megabytes for 2 minutes and a half. So it's not too bad, you know, it's not too bad. It's easily manageable. And you can also add the time code to the track, which is awesome. And then you can select the channels, right? So you got, oh, okay, so you can only choose from output channels. All right, cool. So, you know, in your output channels, you know, I have a stereo out, but also I could have a 5.1 or 11.1 outputs here. So that's kind of cool. You know, you can choose what you want to show. All right, so that was the video. Now let's look at, yeah, let's go ahead and look at mix console, right? Yay, now it's all pretty and colorful. And one thing that I had to do to turn this on was to go to preferences here, right? And then so you start right here, right? Like that's the top part of the preferences, and then you scroll down, you go to user interface, and then color schemes, custom colors, right? And then third one is track and mix console channel colors. And then you click, so this was all unclicked, right? So it was all like this. Oh, now I see what the difference is. Okay, so it also paints this part. Okay, anyway. All right, so I can actually choose. All right, let's do folder tracks and mix console channels. I don't want the actual tracks to be colored as well. There we go. That looks so much better. That looks like the old Cubase that I'm used to. Yeah, I don't know. It felt really weird when I had the tracks also colored in this color. But anyway, so this is how it looks like. This is the mix console. Let's bring it up in the full screen. I'll have it here. Let me drag it out. Okay, so. All right, cool. Looks good. Oh yeah, one thing also I wanna bring up is, for some reason, the first time I opened a older project, you know, from a Cubase 10 in 10.5, this thing was on. So it's the Constraint delay compensation, and what it does, it does exactly what it says. So it compensates delay, but also it makes some of your plugins unusable. So all these plugins add a lot of delay, right? So this thing turns them off. So what you do is you just pull this off, and now boom, all your plugins are back in place. Yeah. Now let's see really quick. Let's do this. Okay, so let's add an instrument. So yeah, so let's add an instrument here, and let's do a pad shop. And let's see how this sounds like. Pad shop 2. All right, cool. Let's see. Let's listen to some of the presets here. All right, so far, you know, I think they changed the GUI a little bit, right? Because I remember opening up the Pad Shop 1 back in the day, and then it looked a little different from this. And let's see, so Age of Solitude. I'm just gonna play through a couple presets just to see how it works, you know. Alright, let's see. Let's go for something else. There's a lot of presets here. Waning voices. Okay, yeah, I can see this being pretty usable. Alright, anyway, so this is the pad shop. Now, let's take a look at the multi-tab delay. Let's go to all tracks here. And let's see, so I should probably try that on the string bus. Let's see how that sounds like. Alright, so let's add it here. So multi-tab delay, I see that here. And let's solo the strings. Where do I have my strings? I think here, right? Okay, so let's see. Yeah, so basically it's exactly what it is. It's a delay. Play sample sound. Oops, now let's look at the spectral EQ. So the easy way to bring up the spectral EQ, right? So you basically have to go to your so let's open up like the mixer thing, right? So you go to your channel strip, channel settings, right? And then you have your inserts, you have the strip, right? You have the channel strip, and then you have the equalizer. So this is your spectral EQ basically. And what it does, it can compare two tracks to each other. So right now what I have here is a percussion bus, and let's add the like a string bus right to it, and then I can see the overlaps and stuff like that. So let's play something right here. Yeah, so as you can see, you know, the percussion bus is blue, string bus is orange, and that's basically what it does. It lets you compare the EQ, and then you can like adjust it like this. You can change, you know, you can do random stuff. Anyway, so let's get rid of all these. But anyway, yeah, so this is the spectral EQ. And what else didn't I speak of? Oh yeah, let me show you the track import. So how this works is you go to import, and then you go tracks from project. So I can go to, I don't know, let's go for metal, right? And as I said, like if you're importing from a bigger track, like a really big track, this is probably gonna take, you know, a minute or two. Okay, so it's all loaded up now, and this is how the GUI works and then how it looks like. So I have all my tracks here. So for example, if I need the clean center guitar, right? I click here, and then I can choose if I want to add this to a new track or add this to a track that already exists in a project. So I'll do new track here, and let's see, import absolute position, import the relative position, import the cursor. Okay, so let's import at cursor position, right? I mean, it doesn't really matter because it's an empty track probably. And then copy to active project folder. No, I don't want to do that. And let's see, so that's a source project, the active project, same sample rate, same frame rate, so we're all good here. So what's going to be imported, right? So it's events and parts. I don't want that. channel and inspector settings. So yes, I want this, and automation. Yeah, good. So let's add that. And where is it gonna pop off? Let's see. It's probably gonna pop somewhere down there, right? Let me see. Oh, okay, so it's gonna take a little. Okay, there we go. And it pops up right at the bottom of the project. So I mean, I didn't really have anything here. It's just an example of how the system works, and it works. So that's great. Yeah. So yeah, pretty much that's it. Yeah, I mean, this is Cubase 10.5. This is how it looks like. And also, one thing I wanted to add, I believe the CPU performance got a little better, because before it used to be like averaging at around like 60% right here on this project, on this specific project. But now it's like almost 50, so it's like 45, 47, maybe something like that. And I have a lot of stuff loaded up here. So that's pretty good. All right, so this is how Cubase 10.5 looks like. All right, and to summarize this video, is it worth it to upgrade from Cubase 10 to 10.5? I would say yes and no. If you're a working composer, and if you're constantly delivering video with audio to your clients, then yeah, definitely upgrade right now. Don't wait for anything. This is the upgrade you've been waiting for. But if you're not doing that, so for example, if you're just a producer, right, and you know you're happy with how Cubase 10 is, then probably there's not much there for you in 10.5. You know, if you don't really care about the colored mix console, or if you don't really care about the new plugins, you know, the Spectral EQ, the Pad Shop, then I'd say just save $60 and then wait for Cubase 11 and see what they have there, you know, see what they have there to offer. And my final thoughts on this are, I'm really happy with the upgrade. You know, I'll be honest with you. I've been waiting for the video export for so long. I know I said it so many times in this video already, but anyway, I'm happy with it. I'm really looking forward to what Steinberg brings in the Cubase 11 next year. I'm hoping they will spend a lot of time working on the CPU performance, on improving stability, and just you know, add in more useful functions like video export. I don't know. Let's see what they bring in. Okay, so thank you for watching this video. Hopefully this helped you a little bit in your decision if you wanted to upgrade from 10 to 10.5. And yeah, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, you know, ask any questions you'd like. And check out my other videos on my channel. Yeah, thank you. Blast out.